Hi guys, I have said in other videos that the Tories can't really run on their own record, so they will resort to scaremongering and Project Fear. Now, Rishi Sunak was in the north of England on Saturday delivering a speech in front of a bus where he claimed that Starmer doesn't understand immigration, that he would release everyone who's detained in a detention centre and cancel the flights to Rwanda. The Prime Minister also claimed that these uncertain times require bold action. There are, of course, a few problems with what he said. Have a listen.
These uncertain times demand bold action and a clear plan to deliver a secure future for this country. That's what we Conservatives offer. And look at what you get from the Labour Party. Just take the one issue of borders. We're the ones taking bold action, getting the planes off to Rwanda, establishing...
Sorry, what planes? Getting the planes off to Rwanda. First of all, there are two problems with this. There aren't planes. There was one flight with one guy on board who was paid £3,000 to go to Rwanda, and ignore the over £150,000, the actual cost of keeping him there for 3 years or something like that. But you sent one guy to Rwanda. That's not planes. Unless Rishi Sunak is talking about Home Secretaries going to Rwanda, then there have been a number of flights, yes. But I don't think that's what people who are considering voting for Reform UK are happy about. They actually want asylum seekers sent to Rwanda, not politicians.
That deterrent so that people know that if they come here illegally, they can't stay. Across Europe, the penny has dropped that our approach is the right one.
No. It's not. Okay, what Conservatives and Rishi Sunak have been trying to do is say, look, even countries in Europe are copying our Rwanda policy. No, that's not what they're doing. For example, when it comes to Italy, they have made agreements with other countries, but what happens is asylum seekers are sent there to be processed, and then if they're successful, they return to Italy. This is not the same as the Rwanda policy. The Rwanda policy is to hell and to Rwanda. You're sent to Rwanda and you're forgotten about. It's not about processing, and this is something that is not very well presented to the public. People are to be sent to Rwanda and then forgotten about. Now, it's also interesting that Rishi Sunak said that he would send flights before the summer, before the general election. Then he called the general election, and what's his policy now? Well, vote for me and we'll send people to Rwanda. Like, you were supposed to be sending people to Rwanda before this. You called a general election knowing that you couldn't send people beforehand, and now you're saying a vote for me means sending people to Rwanda. It's absolutely pathetic.
The one person who doesn't get that is Keir Starmer. It's going to release everybody that we've detained, cancel those flights.
Okay, Starmer has said that he will cancel the flights because it's pointless. But also, release everyone. Release who? We saw recently how people left Great Britain, travelled to Northern Ireland, and then into the Republic. Those people were not detained. Now, some of them have been returned. That was a bit of a low-key story, didn't make front-page news. But as I predicted, I said, look, this is before the local elections. The Tories will pretend to be tough, and then after the local elections, a deal will be done with the Irish government, and a deal was done with the Irish government, and the asylum seekers, some of them, I don't know how many, but some of them at least, were returned to Britain. But release everyone? What the hell is he talking about?
Offer an amnesty to illegal migrants, making us the soft touch of Europe when it comes to asylum seekers, and we absolutely can't let that happen. And in every way, Labour would make our country less safe and less secure.
Look, I don't think immigration is a problem, but if you do think immigration is a problem, then obviously it has increased dramatically under the Conservatives. So how can Rishi Sunak and the Conservatives say you need to vote for us to bring down immigration if immigration is at record levels? Once again, I don't think immigration is a problem, but for the Conservatives and their voters and the voters that are afraid of losing to Reform UK, it is. So this campaign is going to be scaremongering. It's going to be a focus on Labour, on not the Conservatives, because they can't run on their own record. He will say stuff like, with the slogans, bold action, secure future, whatever. It's not going to really cut through, so they will resort to Project Fear and scaremongering. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.